Well, Hamilton, with our next guest, it's all about the vibes with him. Joining us now to tell us more about it is the publisher of The Vibe Hamilton, Mr. Paul Copcutt. Paul, great to see you again. It's been a while.
Yeah, it has, Mike. Yeah, it's great.
Thanks
for having me on.
And thanks for joining us. I'm glad I reached out to you when I was been following you on social media and on LinkedIn and all that. You're a man of many talents. Over the years, you've dipped your hands into a lot of different things. What made you want to start up The Vibe Hamilton and keep people informed about what's going on?
Well, I think a couple of things. One is when I moved downtown, it suddenly, I used to live in the suburbs, and when I moved downtown, I suddenly found, wow, there's so much to do in the city. There's so much more that you do, and I think sometimes we live in a little bubble, even in a neighborhood within the city.
Sure.
And then as you kind of go a little bit further out, you find other things to do. And so that was kind of one thing. And then the other thing is, one of my values is really supporting local business, local entrepreneurs, being one myself.
Of course.
And so that was the kind of two things that kind of brought it together. And then I came across a local newsletter purely by chance in Boise, Idaho. And it's, Boise is like, I don't know, 40,000, 50,000, maybe 80,000 people.
Yeah.
And there was this weekly newsletter, and there was so much going on. I was thinking, why not for Hamilton?
And we need it. Like
Right.
in a world where media has changed drastically, you don't have that opportunity to find where can I just go. Where's my one-stop shop? What's going on this weekend?
Right. Exactly.
So you're trying to bring that back.
Right.
As a one-stop shop. What do I need to do? Check out The Vibe Hamilton.
Right.
Online only? Will it paper form too?
No, it's all online. So it
Yeah.
goes comes into your inbox on a Thursday. So
Okay.
every Thursday at 10 a.m. you'll get the list for the next 7 days. And then if you click on it, then you go to an online version of it. So you can either click by section, whichever section interests you, or you can go through to the full day-by-day list of what's going on.
What's the response been like so far?
I'm blown away. It's growing. Hundreds of people are being added every month.
Yeah.
And then as soon as they get it, people are sharing it. And that's the beauty thing. It's beautiful that people can actually kind of go, wow, I didn't realize this was going on and this was going on. I mean, everything from kitten yoga to women cold plunging in Lake Ontario,
Yeah.
to punk rock lunches, and then through to walking around the fens in the conservation area and bird watching. I mean,
and of
so many different things.
Of course, as our city continues to grow with different ethnicities and people coming in, it really does add, I guess, a different layer of entertainment and things to do that we should be aware of.
Yeah, obviously Hamilton is well known for music, so that's usually the most popular section that gets clicked on. We typically have anything between 70 and 90 music gigs a week in Hamilton.
That's remarkable.
Which is amazing.
It is.
But then beyond that, you're right, the cultural section is very popular because there's so many different things to be going on. The kids section, and now we've started an eating section because obviously Hamilton has a good food culture as well.
Certainly. Down King William there, it's fantastic, and of course abroad. This is a big undertaking. I used to work for a publication in Hamilton that kind of did something similar, but had more stories and all that. How do you get all this information coming to you? You're not knocking on all their doors, I don't think, anymore. Are you building that reputation? They just know, let's just email The Vibe, let them know we got an event, and
that's starting to happen for
Good.
sure. Yeah. So initially, it was a lot of curation.
Yeah, I
and a
can
lot of
imagine.
time, and it's starting to now be kind of known enough that people are reaching out and saying, hey, could you put my event in? Or is this the type of event you'll cover? Because we're specifically looking at covering city events, non-business as in, we're not looking at covering networking events, for example. It's very much the entertainment side of the city.
You know what, we all need a little entertainment nowadays. We all need a little
Definitely.
just me time and forget about what's going on in the world. How can people get involved? Is there a cost to the Vibe?
It's free to subscribe.
Okay.
So just sign up on thevibehamilton.com and you'll get the next edition. And then you can go to the website as well and look at past editions. I mean, obviously it's a very immediate kind of thing. It hits your inbox on a Thursday, and 7 days later it's kind of out of date. We have an upcoming section, so we're kind of picking out bigger events that may be coming up that people may want to know about, but also may want to book early because they typically sell out.
How long has this been going on now, the Vibe? About a couple of years now, year and a half?
No, it's about just coming up for 6 months now.
Oh, it seems like it's been a lot longer. Where do you kind of see this going?
Well, I could see this, branching out into other cities. I mean, I've already been asked by people, well, why aren't you including Burlington? But I'm kind of keeping it within the greater Hamilton area.
As you should, Hamilton proud, good
Right.
stuff. But no, it is something I can see how it would catch on. Burlington, Grimsby. You may have opened a big can of worms for yourself here, but that's
Potentially.
okay.
Yeah.
Again, so very simple. What's the timeline? People want to get involved for that Thursday blast. When should they have their event and information into you by?
Well, of course, if they think it's going to be a popular event and they want to get it publicized ahead of time, then let me know straight away. I mean,
Okay. Put it in for a
we
few
can always
weeks.
put it in for the upcoming section.
Yeah.
But typically, if they want it in that Thursday edition, then they need to get it to me usually by about a Tuesday. I mean, we can still update it online, but obviously you'd want to get the impact of the email hitting people's inboxes.
And of course, I can only imagine over the last 7 days leading up, you probably had a lot of St. Patrick's Day events.
Yeah, I think there was, I think I found 35, 40 events, St. Patrick's Day events, just for that, yesterday on the Monday the 17th. So
Remarkable. We got through a March break, and there's lots going on. So it's if you want to know what's going on in Hamilton, check out the Vibe Hamilton, basically.
Yeah.
VibeHamilton.com.
Yep.
Paul, this has been wonderful. I know your passion for this city goes very deep, and to now express it and let everyone else know how passionate you are and how amazing our city is, it means a lot, because we don't have this in our city anymore.
Right.
We used to in droves,
Right.
but it all got chipped away. Eh?
Yeah, there's so many good things going on in the city.
There are.
And it's just getting that opportunity to get it out to people and helping people find those kind of unexpected events,
Yeah.
the kind of things they maybe hadn't considered before, but now they're doing it. That's what we're hearing from people is, wow, I never realized there's so much going on, and I never would have done that if I hadn't known about it and heard about it. So.
There was a niche, there was a market, you found it, and you're tapping into it, and you're keeping us all informed and connected. So, Paul, thank you very much for that. I'm glad we finally got to be able to do this. It's been like a month of happening, folks, before we finally got together. This has been great, Paul. Thank you so much.